The sun's out. The weather's warm. Time for a song. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Well, mostly everything. Time for a new episode of Parma from the Ashes. And I think that takes the record for the stupidest intro I've done, showing off my singing voice, or lack thereof. So last time we faced Juventus in the Team Cup first round. 2-0 defeat. You know, we were very plucky. We put up a good fight. But unfortunately they scored 2. Well, the man who Pussy scored 2 in 6 minutes. 4 minutes rather. Off screen, I played 7 games, and as you can see, it's a mixed bag of results, but I'd say more good than bad. We've got some fantastic wins in there. Part of that is down to our backroom stuff, and I'll explain more about that in a minute. So, before we go through these games, I've got a couple of January signings to go through. Defenders. So, obviously, on the way out, Balaza has left. He's gone back to Romania. £120,000 we got for him. Tried to force a bit more out of the clubs, but didn't really happen for me. But £120,000... isn't too bad. A little bit of a loss, but we did get some performances out of him, but he's been pretty disappointing, really. His rating didn't really tell the whole story. Other than that, a few people have gone on frees and a few loans, but other than that, not a lot, really. So we have 2 new signings. We've got a free agent. Daniele Guglielmi is a right back, can also play in the middle, but he will be a backup right back to Newlands with Balaza now gone. And he looks very nice. Decent, very good positioning at 16. Anticipation's nice as well. Decent physicals all around, really. And marking and tackling are very good. So I think we've got a decent fullback here. His last club was at Siena, who are in the Lega Pro. He was loaned to Serie A at one point, but didn't get a game there. But yeah, he's he's been doing. He hasn't been doing great in Lega Pro really, but he's just a backup. So we'll see if we can play him. He's played 1 game from the bench so far, and that is it. So we'll see what we can get out of him this season. The other one, I've got a centre-back from Poland. This is Paweł Bogniewicz from Udinese, paying £180,000, but some of that is up front. Some of that is in a few months' time. Now, his attributes are kind of on the decrease at the moment, which is a bit of a worry. But he looks like a very decent defender. Heading a 16, tackling 14, good jumping reach and great strength, decent acceleration as well. So I think we've got a decent defender here. Haven't played him yet. I don't think I've needed to really. Our defending's been pretty solid. But he may well be, he may well get his games next season because I'm undecided. Simic has signed a new deal, but if someone tries to buy him, then I'll probably look at trying to sell him because we need to try and move some of these guys on. But Simic has been he's been okay. He hasn't made a few bad mistakes, but there's a lot of defensive errors here and there. So I want to try and cut those out. Try and get some fresh people in at the back. So let's go through these games then, starting off with a 1-0 win at home against Brescia. Not a lot else to say about this other than we won 1-0 and Galliano scored it. We didn't really see a lot of highlights otherwise. There were 6 shots each on target. And Brescia had a few more efforts but couldn't find a goal. Adje was their best player. Got man of the match as well, but we got that all-important goal. Then we had a 2-1 defeat against Bari. This was a bit of a pain, this one. We did take the lead as well. Galliano scoring in a second game in a row, just before half-time, in first half injury time. But Bari with a second half brace from Kevin Lasagna, that is his real name. Simic, so there you see about defensive errors. Simic definitely at fault for at least one of the goals. But we played really decently here. I'm just a bit disappointed we couldn't win this game or even get a point. Didn't really have as many shots as I would have liked. But we bounced back with a 4-1 win at home against Lanciano. Did really well here. All in the second half as well. The first half was pretty dire. We saw 1 highlight, I think, maybe 2. But in the second half, we really came out fighting. Cherry with a goal on 54th minute. Zanin finally with a goal. He's taken a while to get going, but he's got a goal here, 61st minute. And then Chinaglia scored an own goal to make it 3-0 to us. And then Cherry added his second and our fourth. Lanciano with a late consolation through Vermouth. But other than that, really didn't do much at all. Really poor defending. And we were very solid. Lanciano, as you can see, had 20 shots and 10 on target. And Di Lorenzo played this game. Reason being that the other goalkeeper, whose name I've forgotten, Bigeri, had food poisoning. So we had to play Di Lorenzo, 21-year-old. He's been around for a fair while, as you can see here. He's been here since the first... He was in our first youth intake. And he did really well in this game. He pulled off a lot of saves and did stuff like that. So I think he's okay. And I think he may well be our future goalkeeper going forward. If he can put performances in like this now, he's got ages. So it's really good. Aramu doing well this game as well with 2 assists. So yeah, a bit inconsistent here. It's another defeat here. 1-0 away against Cesena. Only 6 shots in this game, 5 out of which were on target, which is the same as Cesena, but just not enough shots overall. Falcinelli scored for them on the 54th minute. No, we did well, we just didn't really create enough going forward. Otherwise, I think we would have got a point or 3 from this one. Then we had a goalless draw at home against Frosinone. They had loads of shots. Bigeri with a great performance, came straight back in, because I thought, he's the first choice keeper. Very decent defending here, a 0-0 draw. They defended well as well. Again, we just didn't really create enough. Zanin with the 6.4. Kupitz with a poor game as well. So a bit of a disappointing on this one that we couldn't get a goal. What am I doing? And then, so after this, I should explain this. I went to my backroom advice and I keep seeing that we need to be playing 4-4-2. Just a straight 4-4-2. So I gave it a try. I know it's pretty stupid giving it a try against probably one of the most difficult games in the whole season, away against relegated Fiorentina. But we won 2-0. I went with a straight 4-4-2 here. As you can see, same players really, but just Kupitz and Aramu were dropped a bit deeper. And I played Minala and Botta. And we scored. Well, Cherry scored 2 goals in 5 minutes. And we won 2-0 away against Fiorentina. I was amazed. And this actually worked. So this may well be our formation going forward. Just a 4-4-2. Back to basics, very much. I'm going to start singing shapeshifters now. No, I'm not. Don't worry. And then, we did the same thing in the Verona game at home. And we won 2-1 against Verona. Another very difficult team. They did take the lead as Alessandro Piu. But Cherry with 2 more goals. One equaliser on the 39th minute. And then the 94th minute winner. And this 4-4-2 seems to be working a treat. So I'm going to stick with it. So as you can see the formation here, so Minala and Botta were the midfield pairing, and then Aramu on the left and Kupitz on the right, and then just 2 strikers in Galliano and Cherry. It seems to be working, so I'm going to stick with it. So nothing else to talk about. I've been recording for 8 minutes, so let's get into some football here. First game of today's episode is away against Perugia, who are just a position behind us. As you can see, we're still looking very nice. We are in 2nd place, and we are 8 points clear of 3rd place, with 14 games left. So I would say if we didn't get automatic promotion now, I would say that is a bottle job. We are 4 points behind Carpi as well, who have been very good all season. But it seems like when we drop points, they drop points. So we need to try and win this game, and we need to try and get Carpi to drop some points, but we need to carry on winning. So this isn't what we play now. This is what we play. So Age has been really, really good, but he's not a central midfielder. So this is what we're going to do. We've got Botta as a box-to-box, Malala as deep lying, and then these guys as wing support, and then Cherry and Galliano to swap those roles around though, because Cherry was on the right. I just want to try and sort of keep this the same as I possibly can. And then those guys, I think the back 4 is okay. So we'll leave that as it is, and I think we are just about there. I'll get Sabioni on the bench as well. Okay, let's leave it at that. So we're away from home, so we're going to go counter, and we're unstructured. And then these are our instructions. So let's submit the team, and let's just try and do another win with this 4-4-2. Because so far it's been amazing. I should listen to my backroom staff more. I'm not going to say pick up where they left off, because that always means we lose. So I'm going to say, come on lads, show me what you can do to keep our run going. Whenever I say pick up where you left off, we always lose. So I am not picking that team talk anymore. Maybe not until next year's game when they change it or fix it. But we never win when it happens. So we're going to go with we're on a good run to keep it up. Because you notice the games previous to that, we didn't have a lot of the ball. And our pass completion rate was pretty awful. It was down in the 60s. And that's not good. So as you can see there, look, we're in the 78% now. That's about right. But we'll see if we can continue our good form here and get another win. Here is Sansoni for Perugia, though, who has a wayward effort and it's gone well wide. They've got a very long pitch. I want to try and shrink these boxes here just so you can actually see the goals. And we're going to be keeping an eye on Carpi today. They're away against Spezia, who are down in 13th. So we'll see how they do as well. We'll keep an eye on them. But we need to focus on us first of all. Bigeri goal kick here. It's going out to Kupitz, but Lanzafame wins the header there. No Newlands in space. He finds Manala. Here is Kupitz. Now he needs to hold it up, or is he going to go past his man? No, he's going to try and go past. Doesn't quite do it though. Here's Benali to Lanzafame and Sansoni now. Moving forward. Now close them down, please. Didn't close them down and he scored. That's not what's supposed to happen. Close them down more. I didn't actually put it on, so that's kind of my fault. That wasn't good. And Sansoni has a shot. It's a save, but that was a terrible throw-in. Our throw-ins are rubbish as well. I need to try and look at those. Not really the first half we wanted so far. And this 4-4-2 seems to have been a very temporary solution, I think. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to certainly say I expect to see a much better showing from you in the second half. I don't think we're doing that badly. Right, let's try and push Manala up a bit more. And let's leave Botta as the deep line playmaker on defend. Kupitz on the ball here. This could be a good run here. He's got loads of space. He's going to have a cross. There it is. Cherry's on it, and he hits the side netting. No, it was a block, actually. We got a corner from it. Going to be taken by Aramu. And the corner is in there. Cherry will chase it down, and he wins it back. Finds Newlands. Here is Zaparic to Manala. Passes out to Barlocco, and that's the end of that. This hasn't worked so far. I'm a bit disappointed here. Right, we're going back to Old Faithful. Because this hasn't worked at all. Manala's had a poor game. And that's not often that we can say our midfielders are having bad games. That happens very rarely. We're going to get Aguirre on there. And we're going to do this. And we're having a bit more of the ball. But we haven't really done a lot with it. 9 shots though. It's quite a lot. It's not a lot. But it's not that bad. We just haven't really had any chances yet, have we? Here is Aguirre. Passes to Stefano Botta. Zaparic. A long ball to Cherry. That's nice. Galliano. Have a shot. Has a shot, but it's saved. And now Hassan clears it. Only as far as Newlands, though. The attack is not over. And Cherry's offside. Now it's over. And then we're going to make another change in a minute. Kupitz has done nothing. He's going to be sold next season in the summer. Because he doesn't really cut it anymore. We're going to get Duaso on there. Because this will put Perugia 5 behind us. Which is still an okay margin. But the fact that we were 8 behind. And we could be more. Is disappointing. 78 minutes now. It hasn't worked today, and like I said, I think that 4-4-2 was very much a temporary solution. Galliano's done very little today, so we're going to take him off, and we're going to bring on Zanin. See if we can get a goal for him as a poacher. Let's try a poacher. 80 minutes left. About 10 minutes left. So let's go overload for the last 10 minutes. Worst that can happen is we can see the second. Best that can happen is we get a point or maybe even 3. Here's Patania. Passes to Garufi. Lanzafame's through here. Is he going to have a shot? He doesn't. It's 2-0. That was the worst that could have happened. And it did happen. This is awful today. I'm not quite sure what's happened. Look at Zaparic and Bolocco. That's awful. Both of them are getting dropped next game. And we're going to play our new defender. Because I want to see what he's like. Maybe a chance for a late goal here. But it's going to be too late. Newlands on the ball. To Duaso. That was awful. But Botta wins the ball back. Here's Aguirre. To Cherry. Through ball. Zanin goes for it. No, he doesn't. Newland. Duaso. Cherry has the shot. Hits the post. So why aren't they going for the ball there? They could have gone for that and probably won it. I don't get this. This game's just silly sometimes. This has been a terrible performance. From everyone, really. No one. I don't think anyone's got over 7, have they? Botta out to Duaso. There's the cross. Zanin with a goal, but it's too late. There's only 30 seconds left, and it's 2-1. But we've got a goal, so that's something, I guess. I'm not sympathising. No, I'm going to say I'm not happy because I wasn't. That defending was awful. And guys like Manala and Kupitz as well, not great. I think, yeah, Kupitz is done, I think. I'm afraid. It shames me to say it. It pains me to say it. It shames me. Makes no sense. It pains me to say it. But I think Kupitz, this will be his last season. So we can take solace in the fact that Carpi, again, failed to win. So that's what I said. When we drop points, they drop points. More than us. Well, we drop more than them. But we're still 5 behind them, which isn't too bad at all. Okay, we're going back to this again for this game. Because that didn't work at all last time. Bogdanowicz makes his first appearance. Rizzo comes in at left back. And Durso starts in place of Kupitz, who's on the bench. Di Malfetta's back from his injury. We have a clean bill of health, so let's submit the team and go for a better performance here at home against Novara, who are in 15th, I want to say? 15th, yeah. Carpi today hosts Lecce, who... Where the hell are Lecce? 21st, great. Okay. Don't let the fans down. That's the important thing. That's not bad. Okay, start the game. Very even so far. 50-50 possession, same number of shots, similar pass completion. It's even Stevens. Goal kick by Bulgaria here. First highlight of the game. Cherry heads on to absolutely nobody. And there's a long ball. Oh, God. It's long ball out. It's offside anyway. Half time. Only that one highlight, really. Nothing else has happened. But we're doing okay. Durso has been a bit disappointing. We're going to have a little chat with him. Show everyone what you're capable of, because he's capable of good things. He's got a lot of assists this season. Everywhere else, we haven't really been that bad, so I'll leave it at that. We're going to stay on control instructor. We're having a bit more of the ball now, and it started snowing, it seems. Rizzo, oh, what a ball that is to Cherry, but Da Costa, the goalkeeper, gets there first, but that was a great ball by who was it, Aramu, I think. I can't remember. Even though it was a split second ago. One shot on target each. This has been a very boring game, isn't it? Not a lot has happened today. Both the wide players today not really creating a lot. It's disappointing because our crossing has been pretty good like all season. And recently it's kind of gone downhill. 73 minutes. I'm taking off both the wingers. This is a bit of a strange way to go. But we're going to bring on Sarcevic on the right. He can play as a winger, so we'll do that. And Di Malfetta, he's just back from injury, but he should be okay to play. Going to put him on as an inside forward. Let's give it a go. Double change, both the wingers. This has been a disappointing game at both ends, really. Nothing has happened. The second half, there hasn't been a single highlight. Cherry's struggling, I just noticed that. 76 minutes, all of our changes will have been made. Zanin scored last time round. Can he do it again today as a poacher? Let's give it a try. They've got a corner here. Don't score, please. No, good tackle. But they've got the ball back again. And Minala has conceded a penalty. Great. Come on, Bulgaria. Save it. Well, we're back to this again. We're back to losing live comms all the time. Minala's got a yellow card for his troubles. And Novara are going to have a penalty here to try and make it 1-0 and really put a dent in our promotion hopes. And Bulgaria did not save it. It is 1-0. And we are now only 2 points ahead of Perugia, who are 3-2 up at Brescia. And what I said about us not getting promoted this year would be a bottle job. Yeah, it might be all over in like 2 games. I've got another corner here. Oh my god. Bloody 2-0 now. What the fuck is going on? Right, sort this out, guys. What the fuck is going on with you? Okay. Long ball to Zanin. Now, get the cross in. Cross. There we go. Di Malfetta. There we go. Goal. 2-1. And the comeback is now on. Okay, another one of those. And we'll be back where we were. Newlands throwing. This could be it here. Minala. Back to Newlands. Sarcevic to Kozic. Kozic has another go. Here's Minala. Back to Kozic again. Here's Boknovic. Hasn't really seen a lot of him so far. Aguirre to Sarcevic. Zanin has a shot. Oh, saved. But there's a corner here. Could still be a chance. Di Malfetta will take it. Not a great one. Here's a Sharia. Overload. Still time. Minala. Goes for Zanin. Finds him. Minala again. Zanin. Passes out to Rizzo. Nice ball. Galliano! 2-2. That's a comeback. Oh, no! He's offside. Don't tease me like that. Oh my, I don't believe that. How late was that call? Linesman. The linesman is a wanker. The linesman is a wanker. Okay, that's offside. Yeah, look how quick that offside call was. And then our one was just shit. And that's full time. That is absolute bull. I want to see that offside decision again. I'm going aggressive because that was absolute shite. Right. Where was this offside decision? I want to see it again. Disallowed goal. Right, I want this in 3D because if this should have counted, if this was onside, I'm going to be very angry. Okay, this is the perfect angle. Right, okay. He is about half a yard offside. Carpi won 2-0. Perugia won 3-2. So we're looking really bad now. Botnovich made his debut. He didn't do a lot wrong. The other bloody defender did. We've used 27 players so far this season. We're doing okay, but we're in second place still. But was absolute terrible 2 matches. And we're back to this crap of losing all the time. And now we're 2 points ahead of third place. And we were, I don't know, 8. So that is awful. That is an absolutely dreadful turn of events. So coming up, what have we got? Vicenza and Modena are coming up. We played Albino Leffi and Pizza last time round, didn't we, in the first half? So yeah, so next episode we're going to face Vicenza and Modena, and then the one after that will be the final 3 games, and it's the 3 Cs of Carpi, Catanzaro and Crotone. So and after this one, only 2 more videos, and then we'll be at the end of season 5, unless we have another bloody playoff to go through. But I want automatic promotion this year. We are in second place still, but that was a huge turning point in this season, I think. That we're now only 2 points ahead of Perugia. We're 8 behind Carpi now as well, so they've made ground on us. But they've opened the gap a bit. But we could still catch them. We could still, create a big gap between us and Perugia again. But it's going to be very difficult now, and we've made our job much harder with those 2 defeats. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. That dumb intro, 2 crap games in which we lost. There was an odd one today. But yeah, never mind. If you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time when we're facing Vicenza and Modena, I think I said, didn't I? Yes. Vicenza and Modena. Okay. That's going to do it. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.